I first found out I was dyslexic when I was in 4th grade. The teachers pulled my parents aside and told them that I was profoundly retarded and that they should just pull me out of school because I would never hope to graduate from high school.
The teacher told us this incredible news, and my husband turns, opens the door, marches down the hallway, goes in the classroom, takes her by her hand, and we march out the front door of the school. We went to a number of different clinicians. We started with an ophthalmologist, we went to an audiologist, we went to a clinical psychologist, and finally we went to a reading specialist. And she was the one who diagnosed Ryan as having dyslexia.
School was hard for me. I felt that I wasn't as smart as everybody else. You know, it made me a little bit shy, made me a little self-conscious about myself.
The school we found was willing to work with Ryan on a one-on-one basis with plenty of parent support at home. We got 2 sets of books. What I would do is when she was at school during the day is I would record the lesson for the next day, and if there's a reading assignment, I would read the particular chapter. When Ryan came home that night, she would be able to hear my voice on the tape recorder and read along in her book. And that seemed to make a tremendous difference in her reading.
I first started to realize that I could do something about my dyslexia. It was the summer after my 5th grade year. I discovered these great kind of teenage murder mystery novels by R.L. Stine. I loved them. I started recognizing words that I never knew before. It became easier and easier to read them, and I became a little by little faster at reading. The improvements in my reading carried over to school, where I was able to do better scholastically, and I just catapulted to a whole new reading level. But even until I was a senior in high school, I was getting help on various subjects.
When she graduated from high school, I mean, we just had tears in our eyes. We couldn't believe that she had made this accomplishment. And then when she got into college, we were just overwhelmed with pride for how that she had made this next step.
One thing that's helped me cope with my dyslexia in law school is staying very organized, and I do that by writing in different colors when I'm at home and when I'm in class. It helps me differentiate between, you know, obviously what the professor says in class is more important, and I think that's been one of the key things to help for me to be successful in school.
To see her go from a child where they labeled her mildly retarded to a child who is now in law school and who is doing so incredibly well is very, very heartwarming.